One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is the Friends of Zeus podcast, number 251. And we are Zeusless tonight.
Yeah, Friends of Zeusless.
Does anyone
So
know
it's
where
the
Zeus
Friends of
is?
Mike podcast.
Well,
Yeah,
friends of Carl and Desiree and Michael.
Maryland man.
And Maryland
I
man.
think Zeus is at work. How did that
Oh,
happen?
I don't know. I didn't know he.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought
Well,
he
that's
just.
all right.
It's really admirable of him to still have like a day-to-day job, even with all the, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars we get from this podcast, that
I know.
he's
Well,
still
hey,
just keeping it real.
every once in a while I have to work on a random weekday. It's like a punishment.
I retired after episode 37.
Oh, wow. See, what am I doing wrong, man? I'm not getting the royalties you guys get.
I'm not getting them either because I still go to work.
Yeah. I just, look,
Yeah.
all I know is if Zeus is working as we speak, I just hope he's not getting in trouble.
Yes. That would be.
He
That
seems
would
to
be
get in
good.
trouble a lot.
He does seem to get in trouble a lot.
I don't know that he gets in trouble a lot, but like we hear about it, so it seems like
Right.
a lot.
Maybe.
It seems like a lot.
He
Yeah.
never talks about the days where he doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
He's
I think
doing all right.
I think I could probably get in trouble a lot, except for I tell on myself so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
You can't yell at me if I don't already told you. So
You already acknowledged it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I did this. You could probably gonna hear about that later. Sorry. See?
I'll see
Then
that's
I can't get in
what,
trouble.
yeah.
That's how you do it.
Well, we were putting our heads together earlier today, and we were trying to think of a topic and who wanted to steer the ship and all that. And, we didn't really come up with much, but we decided to do it live, and we figured we would talk about State of the Union address, which was
Yeah, that was last night. Yeah.
last evening, and the whole situation, the crazy stuff going on in Puerto Vallarta,
Mexico. Vallarta.
Puerto which is
Vallarta.
just I have no idea what's going on. Like
I'd have a little. I
completely
got
have
some
no
insight.
idea. Yeah, it just seems crazy. I mean, I know there's like cartels, but I don't know how much they're in bed with the federales.
Well, they say
or
they're not at all, but
Well, they're going at it with each other at this point.
Oh, the cartels are going against each other.
They
No, no,
always
no.
are.
I mean against the whatever they
Oh, the
call
Fed. Yeah,
yeah,
the feds.
Federales,
the National Guard
Policia,
or whatever. The
Yeah,
police, yeah.
Governmentia.
I mean, it's just weird. Like, I
That's not how
know
you say
people
that.
that have houses there. Like, I know people that vacation there.
I
I
know
just,
one whole person that lives in Mexico.
I'm just saying, I would, there, you couldn't pay, well, you could. There is a number, but you'd have to pay me a lot to like go and vacation there for a week right
Really?
now.
Why? Oh, I
Because,
would go.
yeah,
Not to
I
put
don't
them
know.
where I
I
live,
mean,
but
one, I haven't been there, so I'm ignorant of that. So all I have to go on is what I'm seeing and hearing.
mhm.
But it just seems fraud. There seems like there's other places that aren't quite as, they don't have flaming cars in the street.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, I guess my
Harder.
understanding of it is that like the cartels, for all their, I mean, just as bad hombre as they are, I mean, they are up to really horrible things, and we know about that in this country because the drugs come across, right? And the
Yeah.
human trafficking and everything else they're involved with. But I guess there was sort of this when it came to tourism, there was sort of a hands-off nature to the cartels recognize that tourism is what Mexico runs on
Mhm.
Hmm.
other than the drugs and the human trafficking. Like it's pretty much tourism, right? So these guys, as bad as they are, there was a certain respect for, okay, we're not going to scare,
Yeah.
we're not going to scare the gringos, right? We want to
That's a
let
good point. Yeah, it's like a third
and
rail. It's
Well,
like a
and
third
and
rail.
also they
but
know
now
that,
all bets are off.
Yeah.
well, now, no, not really. They also know that Trump ain't fucking around. So
Well, they
don't you
got
Yeah.
even think about purposely hurting somebody that ain't from that's from America.
Yeah,
yeah.
Or
I
you
but
would
gonna
I
are
don't
you
want to
gonna fuck around and find out like all these other
I don't want
friends
to
have
be
been
the
doing?
test case though. And they did like completely execute, wasn't that like a wedding party or something like 10
What?
years ago?
Oh yes, 10 years ago. I remember that story,
It
Mike.
was
That was a
where it was like some moms and their kid. It was like 8 people and they were totally American and
yeah,
sort of
and they
like,
were in an SUV or something.
yeah, they just got like lit up on a
Yeah,
road.
yeah, and I don't know who the president was at that point, though. It wasn't Trump. At least I don't think it was.
No, yeah, it wasn't Trump at that. I mean, at that time. Not that that's a president's fault, but yeah,
No,
I mean,
I just mean the response would have been different, I
oh, it would have
think.
been totally different. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would have totally been different. I mean, to me, there's a lot about, again, this is my own ignorance about Mexico. There's a lot I don't know. I don't know about their politics. I know a lot about their culture, I guess, but I don't know much about their politics or the cartels or any of that stuff. So I just don't know. And I don't even know who to trust to tell me what the deal is. Do you guys have the
So I got
411 on
I got
that?
some I got some info.
You've
If we
been there.
are we gonna start with cartels or are we gonna start with
Well, let's just keep going with cartels
okay.
for now. And we'll
So what happened was El Mancho?
Oh,
El Mancho.
Mencho. He's
El
a
Mencho.
Jewish
El
warlord in Mexico.
Mencho. Old Mencho.
Yeah.
So he's the leader of, so there's a lot of cartels like in Mexico. There's a few big ones. You got your why did I just forget about this? CSU shit.
I
C
can't I can't name drop any except the
um
Medellin cartel, and that's just
that's
because
Colombian.
that was Colombian, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
The Jalisco New
generation.
Generation, yeah, that
Don't
and
say it
then
wrong. I don't want to get like executed or
well, hold
something.
on, let me actually find then it's the Jalisco New
Generation
something
cartel.
Generation
Hmm.
Cartel, but I thought there was another word. Anyway,
Uh, I think it was like douchebags. I think that's what, I think that's the extra. They leave that one out sometimes.
yeah, that's a one year.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, that one and then the Sinaloa cartel. Those are like the two main ones. Used to be the Juarez. Yeah, but they kind of just died off. But so you have those two main ones.
Hmm.
So a couple years ago, or actually I don't know when it was, but we actually have El Chapo, which was the leader of the Sinaloa cartel in
Yes.
prison here in America. We have him.
Yeah.
So then now Mancho
El
was killed.
Mencho.
Mencho, sorry.
Mencho.
El Mencho was killed. So And he's the leader of this new Jalisco new generation. It's too many words. Why can't you
Yeah,
just have
it's
just Jalisco cartel?
yeah.
Why don't you do
Get
that? I
get
don't know.
some initials.
Yeah, they have one, but it's weird. It's
Yeah,
NJ and fucking I don't know. Anyway, so these two cartels are the main like players in like the drug trafficking. The not I mean they all kind of do it, but mainly like these two do the big like
the heavy lifting,
extortion and like the drug creating and trafficking and
the good stuff.
whatever. Yeah, a little bit of human trafficking, but some
Yeah,
other
not that
cartels
good
are
stuff.
involved in that. But
Yeah.
so yeah, that's why I guess, they wanted to get him off the streets. But Trump, when he was, just to kind of tie the two together, Trump was in the State of the Union. He kind of mentioned a little bit that he kind of seemed like he took a little bit of credit for this. Did it seem like that
Yeah,
to you guys?
I that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's more to it than
There's
what
not.
I know.
They
I
so
thought,
Mexico did this. Mexico took him out, but there was like the U.S.
yes,
intelligence
Yes,
shared with them.
that's what I'm
yes,
talking about.
yep.
Probably because I mean, apparently we're good at finding people.
I
So
mean,
We're
where we
probably
put
good at
pressure
we're
on
probably
them,
good at scoping out the lay of the land with our technology better than Mexico can.
dude, we
yeah.
probably knew this guy's like bowel movement schedule for the last 10 years. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just this is the sort of stuff we do. So when we need it, we have it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why we haven't gone on. Oh, because apparently we have El Chapo. Why didn't we get this dude too? You know?
I mean, there's a lot of bad people. I mean, I guess
There's a
it's
lot of people.
politically expedient now. I mean, it is it is just like what happened in Venezuela. This it is a political act,
Mhm.
100%. They dress it up as a thing about justice, or judicial. And I'm not saying it's not justice, but I mean saying like, oh, he's indicted, we're taking him to New York for trial. That's all just
Yep.
a fig leaf. This is
Mhm.
all geopolitics in
Yeah.
some way. I don't understand all of it,
Well, so
but that's what it
cartels
is.
basically they're like gangs, but like times 100. So
Yeah.
I kind of think of it like that. And then so where the whole in bed with the government thing comes from is, basically every Mexican, well, not really every Mexican state, but these like top, 5, 6 cartels out down there, they run like territories. Okay. They have control of fucking the avocados. This is not a joke. Avocados, lemons, limes, anything that oil that's coming out of there
Yeah.
that the cartels have control of it,
Yeah.
not the government, because
Yeah.
they have extortion. They've extorted
It's
them.
it's like a narco
So,
state.
and then when the Mexican president was on the TV talking about hey, we just want to make sure, like, calmly, talking, oh, we just want to make sure that everyone's rights are reserved, everyone has human rights, and so we can't go
Yeah, she
after
did say that.
everyone. Whatever the hell she said. But it
Yeah.
wasn't like we must stop this nonsense or whatever. She wasn't like, she was kind of like just calmly talking like, oh yeah,
Like she
we
was
gotta
playing a
preserve
role.
everyone's human rights.
Yeah,
Like,
it's also crazy that a lot of her men also have been killed in this.
Yeah. I
Like
heard
it's not just cartel casualties. Like there are like guys on their national like and she's the president
yeah.
of this country.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like how are you not putting the
So
hammer down even more? Like
if you're not in bed with them in
at
some
least in
way.
your rhetoric, at least in your rhetoric, like talk a strong game.
Wow.
She's not even doing that.
Well, she's probably scared. I mean,
Yep.
honestly, she's
Yep.
probably scared. Number one. Number two, you do not, there's no way that Donald Trump would ever get on the TV to talk about the Bloods and the Crips like that. Not at all.
No.
He talked about other people,
Mhm.
like other countries' gangs, not even like that. I mean, so there's got to be some money coming in the government from these illegal things.
Absolutely.
There has to
Corruption.
be.
Somewhere, yeah. If it's not, it doesn't have to go directly into the pocket of the president, but it can go into the pockets of people around the president that are doing business with the president. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Of course, it's involved. I mean, because if you look at it at that level of corruption or power, whichever way you look at it, it's not like they're not controlling the government. Do you think they're going to like have a sub and they don't have the federal government under their control? I mean, it's of course they do. They have to. They would have done it by now. It's not like they've just been around for a few years.
I
But yeah,
mean,
it's a weird dance they do down there with the president, where everyone's
And
supposed to pretend that they're not involved with it.
in
and
every export that they have, every single export that Mexico has, they have control of. So I mean, how do you run a government,
Yeah,
honestly, in a country without money coming in from these exports for your GDP? Like there has to be connection.
they're taking a cut of the taxes. I mean, the cartels are in the government business,
Hmm.
isn't
because
well isn't look, I mean, I agree with both of you guys. Like that's what's going on, and that's what's been going on just
yeah,
south of the border for as far back as any of us really can remember. And until Trump literally just closed the border like a year ago, it was just open. Like, I
yeah,
mean, it was because we know this, right? Because 20 million people just walked on through and got processed and got flown everywhere else. So, the drugs and the human trafficking and the underage,
yeah,
sex slaves,
100%.
like all of this was going on right under, and it's literally, this is our neighbor.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so now the border is closed. That's great. Good for you, Trump. Like, I appreciate that, right? Of course, we all do. But how do you still have this be your neighbor?
I
Like,
know.
you know what I mean? Like, if we're justified to get involved with Iran, like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't understand that. Like, how is that allowed? Like, I just don't, like, how is that government, quote unquote, able to exist on the same, like in the same condominium complex that we live in? Like, how does
And
that
not
work?
have it be, and
Well,
that's a great point.
You know
like
what I mean?
how come the Mexican government hasn't been like, listen, USA, you got your shit together. Can you please come help us? Like,
That
because
right,
this
because
is
they
out of
well, we
control.
know why, right? Because they're in bed with these
Yeah.
guys, right? They're all getting paid. But I'm just saying, like, not that I expect Trump to be Superman, like literally from Krypton and make everything, great. But I don't understand our national tolerance for this
And
crap right across the right outside our
Well,
door.
technically you can't just go into another country and just start fucking
You kind of
but
can.
we can't, but even
shooting people
before
for no
that,
reason. Like,
no, but this is like 20 years of neglect. I mean, I'm talking about things sort of like around the edges. Now it's been festering so much. What can you do? But you probably could have done something 20 years ago with a little bit of help, but now the it's all grown up. It's a fully grown tiger. I'm not advocating sending troops or getting in a war with Mexico,
or
but
it's cartels. Those people are fucking psycho.
it is a failed state. That's it's a unstable modern society that shares what, a 1,400-mile border with us or something like
I
that.
see. I don't know that I would be like I'm pretty anti-war when it comes to like sending our troops all the way across the world, to make sure that the Middle East is a little more stable than it ever will be, right? I mean, like I'm against that. This
But
I
this
would be
is
all
on our
for.
border. Yeah.
I would
No,
be all for it. Like a
it
couple of
is different.
tactical military strikes against cartel headquarters. Tell the quote unquote government of Mexico, okay, you guys couldn't get your shit together, so we did.
Yeah.
We're not here to
And
pillage. We're not here to take all your resources away. You're still going to govern yourselves, but this garbage at our doorstep had to be cleaned up, and you weren't
Well,
doing it.
the
and make
problem
mo yeah, that's in
is
the
like
cards for sure.
there's so many
So many.
people that are involved in cartels.
Yeah, but
Like,
if we put them
Yeah.
out of business, then we put them out of business.
Or we
well,
just
yeah, but
hurt
I
them
mean
really
that
bad.
well, but yeah, but these people are like real. These people are
Oh, I know.
recording people getting their heads cut off and just
I
sending it
know.
to people.
I know.
Like, this is
But
they're ruthless.
they don't have, B2 bombers. I'm just
Right?
I
saying.
don't know. I don't know
My,
because
Yeah,
El
hit
Chapo,
a sub.
maybe Pablo Escobar. One of them did have a fleet of beef of Boeing 737s hollowed out to fly drugs. So yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
I'm
no,
just,
that's fine. I still put my
yeah.
money on the U.S. military. I mean, that's just me. Maybe I'm just like a homer,
Not that they're a
but
pushover, but
no. But to your point, though, Desiree, like I saw something. It was like photographs of the cartel like soldiers. Like they're totally decked out in like
Yeah,
full military hardware. Like these
mhm,
guys,
they got
it's not.
tanks,
They got yeah. I mean, they're
tanks
for
and
real.
fucking it's semi-automatic, like just like what are they? Just
fully
guns.
automatic. Yeah.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they're armed
yeah,
to the
Yeah, they're
teeth,
not
no
they're
machine
not
doubt.
wearing
guns.
flannel and like Def Leppard t-shirts or anything. I mean,
No, no, they're definitely not doing that.
they got the
They got
gear.
they got like grenade throwers on these tanks. Like
Oh yeah,
they're for real. I
they're
don't know where they
fully
get them.
armed.
That's go back, rewind this episode back to where I said that I do not want to go to Mexico.
Well,
And you
so
said, "Come on, why don't you
come
want to
on,
go
it's
to
good. It's
Mexico?"
fine. So the thing about like all the violence. So what the point of this of all the violence is it's basically revenge against the government. The Jalisco New Generation cartel is like rebelling against
Because the
the
government
government because the
forces took him
government
out.
took him out. Yeah. So that's
Now,
really like the reason for the violence.
I have a question?
Hmm.
If because I don't know. So was this guy getting killed? Um, was it like they went in to kill him and killed him, or they were trying to do something else and he FAFO'd? Or do you have any
I
info on
don't
that?
really know
Was it
exactly,
like a
but
hit,
I
or was
do
it?
know I don't know if they were trying to just like capture him and like, bring him and imprison him. I don't know.
Gotcha.
But they
Yeah.
did whatever they did in capturing him.
Resulted
They
in his unaliving.
there was a fatal wound that
Yeah.
occurred. He didn't die immediately. They were actually taking him in to the hospital or
Wow.
taking him in somewhere to get, and he died.
Man.
He died en
That's a
route.
shame. That's a shame.
Yeah, man. It's like
So
can't even be a warlord anymore. What the
You
I
hell's
know,
the
know.
I
world
think
coming to?
one of the sort of fascinating things about this, like you were talking about going there on vacation and whatnot, like
Hmm.
if you see some of the videos that have popped up on like X and the news has grabbed some of these videos from like American tourists, they're literally like on a beach of a resort and they're looking around at the horizon and there's a fire and there's a fire and there's a fire.
Oh,
Like
that's
it's
so awesome.
yeah, it's and they're just on the beach. You see people kicking back. They got their frozen drink, and it's like, Mexico's lovely this time of year. Like
That is
I'd be
Well,
shitting,
because
man.
you got to
that
think like
is
on the resorts, the resort property, like you go in, like there's a police at every freaking resort entrance. And
Yeah.
it's not just like you park in the parking lot and you go into the resort. Like you go into the entrance, the gate, and then it's still a drive. Like you still got to go. So I mean, it's pretty separate. The resorts are from like the actual
still
what's going on, but you can,
it's
yeah, see that it's
it's
not right.
very 21st century. I mean, people there with their phones recording.
Hmm.
Look at the war going on.
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
know, give me another Corona.
So mainly where this violence is taking place is like the northern part of Mexico.
Yeah.
Sinaloa, and that's like Chihuahua, Mexico City, Tijuana,
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, there's
It's
Chihuahua.
also going, it says here, to Guadalajara and Puerto
Down to
Vallarta.
Puerto
Yeah.
Vallarta. Yeah, so that's Puerto Vallarta is like it's on the Pacific coast of Mexico.
Hmm.
So we're kind of not Baja California, but like right there on the other side of that water thing.
So it's
Um,
spreading.
what do you mean?
I mean,
The
it says
unrest.
it's
Puerto
spread to
Vallarta is
these
in the
other
state of
cities.
Jalisco, which is
Oh,
where that cartel
oh,
is,
okay, okay.
and
Oh,
right next to Sinaloa. So it's really not a good location for. I mean, Puerto Vallarta has always kind of been a sketchy spot for like
What about Guadalajara?
Guadalajara. I think it's more kind of in the central area of Mexico. Same with Chihuahua. It's
Okay.
kind of by Mexico, not really by Mexico City, but Tijuana's right on the border. And then
Yeah,
you got. So when you think
Juarez.
of like Cancun, Cancun
hmm
is like not even effect. I mean, they're just like over there doing their own Cancun thing. That's Mexico over there. We're Cancun over here. Y'all do your thing. We're gonna do our Cancun thing.
So
We're
I'm
not
going to my
really.
neighborhood pool. My neighborhood pool now has two, and yeah, now I
Yeah.
really want to go there because they don't have civil wars at my neighborhood pool.
Mm-mm. They
Just-
don't. But yeah, so and those are the two main. So you have your Puerto Vallarta, so that's on that one side, and then Cancun. So those are the main like tourist areas, really, when you think of Cancun or think of Mexico and going there for vacation.
that's where you
So
think.
just that's where those are the two places you mainly think of, or
Wait,
those areas.
what are they? Cancun and what?
Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, that is
Puerto
the other one.
Vallarta,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're just on opposite sides. That's
Punta
like on the Pacific.
Cana, Punta
Punta Cana,
Cana,
Punta
Punta
Cana,
Cana.
Punta Cana.
Yeah,
That's in
see,
the Dominican Republic.
I'm totally ignorant on
Oh,
like vacation, like,
yeah,
spots. I've been to
me too.
Aruba. I've never been. What's the other one? Acapulco, isn't?
That's in Mexico.
Acapulco.
That's on the Pacific side also.
That's kind of a big tourist attraction too, right?
That's
Acapulco.
Heard of
kind of
that one.
by Puerto Vallarta, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
So
I guess Cancun is it from now on.
yeah, Cancun is it. Like, yeah, it's nice. And the beaches on the Pacific side, kind of like how California's real rocky.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not a lot. It's kind of the same. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of nice sand over there.
Not sandy.
That's sandy. A little bit a little violent on the waves, a lot of crashing against the rocks, a lot
Yeah,
of rip
let's
currents.
we'll stay on the Gulf of America side.
If you could, the Gulf side, Gulf of America, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have like a Friends of Zeus podcast like field trip to like Cancun.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen,
I think that would be
let me know.
exciting.
You know,
I got the
we can't even
I got the
organize
resort.
another
Yeah.
camping trip.
Yeah.
I
We're just
don't think
trying.
we're ever gonna pull that off.
Well, hey, no, seriously, I got the resort credits, so let's go. I'm
All
waiting.
right, cool.
So yeah, the one person that we have contact with in Cancun that lives in Cancun. That's he's a Mexican citizen. He said, yeah, 4 cars have been set on fire here. 4.
Mm.
And that's
It's
just idiots. Like those are just
Yeah.
people like just being idiots.
It's
Like it
not even the
probably wasn't
cartel
even
people.
There's
like
people
it could have
siding with
been
the cartels.
yeah, it's just probably wannabes, but he's like, yeah, it's
Right.
not really there's
Right.
nothing happening over here.
Wannabes. Well, it's funny. The one thing this does, what I didn't know, because I'm totally ignorant on this subject, is I'm not a big soccer guy, but I didn't know that the World Cup is supposed to be
Football.
down there
Oh, I did hear that. In
this
any
year.
particular city or
I
throughout
thought
the
it was
whole
supposed to be
country?
America.
No, I heard Mexico.
Really? The
Wait,
FIFA World
wait.
Cup?
Yeah, it says here 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Hmm.
Guadalajara is set to host games.
Hmm.
Is it also in the US?
I think maybe it's both of us our countries, but no. Apparently, Guadalajara was supposed to host the 2026 FIFA World Cup. That's what I'm looking at, and so
Are they still doing it?
that's the plan.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, I guess they better wrap this up quick.
I mean, in
Whatever.
that sport, I don't know how it compares to the NFL, but if it's not bigger, it's pretty darn close
Oh, it's yeah.
as
I
far as
mean,
Well, and
revenue.
it's global. So
Yeah,
yeah, and also I know as far as Mexican, like actually the Mexican people, like
they care about it.
they love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone else that's not America loves football. That's
Yep.
yeah,
soccer, but
yeah.
football.
Football.
But
Right.
soccer. We're not sure.
Football.
Football.
I
They
Yeah,
just
love
love how
soccer's
we just
dude.
like named it something else. You're like, oh, what's a sport? Football. Nah, it's
we're
soccer.
yeah, we're taking
Yeah,
that. Yeah, we're taking
where do
that.
we get that?
We're
Like,
taking that name.
I don't
well,
know.
I mean,
Yeah,
well, football, American football, that makes sense because it is a ball that you play foot, but also so is soccer. So
soccer
I
is
mean,
probably more foot. It
Yeah,
makes,
soccer makes more sense to be called football, I would say,
yeah, I would
by a
say,
long shot.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
because
we
that's
have
all you can do
quarterbacks.
is,
yeah, I know. There's more. There's maybe equally throwing than kicking
hmm
and running. Maybe
yeah.
it should be called handball, throwing ball.
I mean, this, yeah.
At this point, I think the
The
I don't
die
horse
know.
has
has
been
left the barn.
cast.
They didn't
Yeah.
ask me though, because I mean basketball. You throw the ball into a basket. Basketball
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
makes sense.
yeah,
They should
it
call it field
works.
goal ball. I don't know.
Baseball makes sense because there's
Because you run the
bases.
bases. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Pickleball, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah. And there's a
But
kitchen. There's a kitchen. Have you guys played pickleball?
I
No,
don't play
Yeah,
pickleball.
I have
no.
played it. I don't play it, but I have played it. But yeah, there's an area by the net. They call it the kitchen, and you're
That's
not
weird.
allowed to. You can't run in
Stay out of
there.
the kitchen.
You gotta stay out of the kitchen. I think. Yeah, it's been a
Hmm.
while.
Hmm. Is that a
So
rule in tennis also? Like, is that
no,
because I
I
think
don't think
tennis,
I don't know.
pickleball,
They're very similar.
and ping pong are very similar.
Yeah, pickleball is like ping pong, but you're standing on the table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but also kind of like tennis because you got to run and stuff.
but not as much.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of it's as
Paddle's
cool as
different.
quad ball.
Badminton.
Oh, badminton, I
Badminton's good.
like.
I like
Yeah,
badminton.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a good one.
Horseshoes.
Horseshoes,
Yeah,
eh. What's that one where you throw it and it's like 2 balls on a rope and you got to throw it to get towards the
I
has like a
have it, and
ladder
I have no
thing and
idea
it
what it's
like winds
called.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Frisbee,
I
disco golf or disc golf?
I have not played disc golf,
Me either. Just
Yeah,
heard of
me
it.
neither.
Yeah.
but it looks cool.
I mean, sure. Seems like a millennial made it up.
Did did we just have another sports minute on the
Yeah, we
But this
did
is
have
sports,
another
the
sports
sports
minute.
minute, your sports update.
well, not
But
to
so
yeah,
hold on, where's the
yeah,
Olympics going to be then?
here in
Where?
2028 in Los Angeles.
LA. Ooh,
Los
where are they going to do
Angeles.
that? Like, where are they going to put that at?
I mean, they had it out there a long time ago. I guess they'll use the Rose Bowl, and they got SoFi Stadium.
Hmm.
Um,
They got a lot of Mexicans there too.
So, it's really weird that they don't use they
yeah,
just build those Olympic facilities and then just like that's it.
but LA has
Never to
hosted
be
it
used
before.
again.
I don't know when, but I mean, I think didn't they host in the late 80s? I could be wrong. I know Lake Placid was like 1980.
Yeah,
Lake
but they would
Placid,
have
New York.
to, I mean, they might as well just build a whole new facility because they would have to update I mean
Yeah,
that thing, I mean, it's
would
just
be
been sitting
bananas.
dilapidated. It's like probably falling apart and stuff.
We are getting something here, though. I think we are getting some of the FIFA World Cup games because didn't
Yeah, we
That's what
are.
Trump,
DJT said.
he
Yeah.
got his own trophy or something out of it?
No, we're definitely getting some of the games. I remember that happening too. It was like a big deal. They announced it.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mexico was part of it either. But that's what I'm seeing in the news. Like even
Maybe
the
it's
president even sort of reassured everybody that it would be okay.
maybe it's North America. I think maybe does Canada have any games?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. We'd have to look
I
that up.
bet you they I bet you Toronto has something. There's dirty Canadians always sticking their noses in stuff.
Yeah.
Which also I know we didn't have this on the list to talk about, but that hockey game was bananas. I don't know if you guys watched it, Canada USA on Sunday. Did you guys catch
No.
that?
Sadly, I did not. I
Is
did
It
that the
not.
one
was
is that the one where
crazy.
the dad killed his family?
No, it was the one where the
No, he
USA
means
got the
the
gold
Olympics.
medal, beat
Oh, I don't
Canada.
have cable. I don't watch them. I can't watch the
Oh,
Olympics, unfortunately.
anyway, it was a great game. I like hockey. I'm not an aficionado, but it was so fast. Like those guys just were playing out of their minds, both teams. And the fact that our goalie had like 40 plus saves. I mean, like
Yeah.
20 would be typical in a game,
Yeah,
25.
he stood on his head, as they say, you know. Now, didn't the women's U.S. team also win the gold?
Yes, in overtime.
Yeah. Yeah, they
This
didn't make an appearance at the Segway State of the Union
They
address.
did not. That is
No.
nice. And speaking, Hot Carl, of the State
Yeah,
of the Union address, I was thinking maybe we could chat about that for a little bit.
yeah, we should.
The
Did
Coliseum in Exposition Park is hold on, I just found it. That's
yes,
where they're
yes,
gonna
yes.
have the Olympics in LA.
Coliseum.
The Coliseum the Coliseum in Exposition Park.
Isn't that like the Rose Bowl? What we all know as the Rose Bowl,
Mm.
the Olympic Coliseum, the old Coliseum.
I don't know, but when we were in St. Lucia, we drove by one of their Olympic facilities. I don't know when
Hmm.
they had Olympics there, but apparently they did because it's a just a it looks like a ghost town. It's
Mm.
just a building that's just vacant with the Olympic rings, and it's just they're not even colored anymore. It's sad.
Dust and
Wow.
Cowboys.
They should at least tear them down, you
Yeah,
know?
you would think tear them down or keep the paint up. Otherwise, it's just sad.
Do
But
something
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, especially on an island that's not very populated, you know?
yeah,
Anyway, that was just my 2 cents
well,
on
I'm gonna
Olympics.
snap back to the segue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I just found it.
no,
I was
that's
excited.
cool. Um, no, yeah, the State of the Union speech. So did you guys watch it
I
live?
did. I did. I
Listen,
watched
you
it
did?
live. Yep.
I did not watch it live, but I watched what I could today at work, which is a pretty substantial amount of it, actually, more than I thought I'd get to watch.
It
That's
was the
nice.
longest State of the Union ever,
That's what
ever,
I heard.
ever. Just a memory lane with Desiree real fast. So
Yeah,
this is cute. So one of the first things Craig ever took me to do was he brought me to the State of the State address
in Kansas.
in Kansas. Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
man,
Isn't that cute?
that is.
It's very romantic.
I had no fucking idea what that show. I until I was sitting in it and I'm like, what are we listening to? Like I'm so confused. State of the state? What's the state of the state?
He's a he's a brave man.
I know it was interesting. I just had no
Yeah,
fucking I didn't know what that shit was. I learned a lot that vacation. I learned what I learned about lobbyists a lot, met a lot of them.
Had you
Turns out,
been had
know a
you
lot of
been
them.
had you been living in Kansas for a while at that point, or was this like,
Yeah, I didn't
are you
fucking
newly
know
from
government.
California?
I didn't know government's work.
Yeah.
I didn't know shit. I didn't know, dude, until I met Craig, I was just a regular person that was like naive to what the government was doing.
Yeah, the blissful days. No, yeah, those are the days.
But yeah, that was fun. It was cool.
So you watched it live?
I did watch it live last night.
Can I ask what channel? Just curious.
I actually just clicked on the first thing, which was well, it was on YouTube.
Hmm.
Again, I don't have any type of I don't watch TV.
Oh, it was on YouTube. Okay.
It was on
I
YouTube, but I think it was through the Associated Press.
Yeah, I just looked
Yeah,
at it on C-SPAN.
everybody was running it live on YouTube. Like you name it, they were airing it.
Okay.
Like every news
So I wonder
YouTube
if
channel.
everyone had the same feed, because I really thought that the a lot of the camera work was very interesting and a lot more on topic than I'm used to seeing at other similar speeches. Did you guys catch any of that?
What do
Like
you mean?
like they would be talking about someone and the camera would be on them,
Hmm.
or they would like they got a lot of reaction
In the beginning,
shots.
not really at the end though.
Not as much at the end, but there just seemed to be a lot of reaction
You
shots
see
more
those two
than,
old dudes, they every time that everyone would stand up for stuff in the very beginning, those two old
yeah,
guys, they were just like struggling, like they had to get helped up every time.
every time.
I was like, oh, that's rude. Don't just stay sitting down, man. It's okay.
But it was, I mean, just for our viewer out there. So last night was the 2026 State of the Union address, and you said, Desiree, it was the longest ever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and
And
43 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
and it was,
148.
in my
Okay,
opinion,
close.
I watched the whole thing, and in my opinion, the first like 55 minutes, 50 minutes were completely typical. Um, and then somewhere around an hour into it, yeah, it just went in a whole other direction, which I found amazingly great. But that, I guess that's what most people were talking
Now,
about.
would you characterize the first hour or so, 55 minutes, whatever, as just like the accomplishments? Like this is what I
Yeah,
did.
No,
I did
no,
this, and
yeah, well, yeah, it
yeah,
was almost like a it was like a sandwich. It was like, this is what I did. Here's why I'm great. Here's the slamming the other party, and then at the end, more awards and shit. It was like,
yeah.
the shit talking
he kind of
sandwich.
peppered
That's how
the
it's all.
awards through it a little bit, though. There was like just anyway. I mean, not to beat around the bush, but I found it refreshing, and then I was wondering why I found it refreshing. And it's because he was saying exactly what I feel about these people on the other side of
Oh,
the
yeah.
room. And that was just, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to having someone in the government or someone on TV during like a national address say what I'm thinking,
Say, how can you
about
not
them
stand
being
up for that?
hypocrites. Yeah. I mean,
Like, because
seriously,
I've
I
always
know.
thought that. Like, how can you like they're like I don't it doesn't the things that they're talking about, the awards that they're giving out, the things like that, the people are recognizing. Those things don't have anything to do with the party. They're like sad stories that happen to fucking people that are it is
Right.
sad.
Yeah.
And you, for some political like, just aesthetic, you're just not going to stand up. That's fucking rude.
It's it's really, it got me thinking. This was a few days ago before the State of the Union address. But we talk about media all the time, or I talk about it all the time, but it's been a constant subject on this podcast. And I don't look at polls much, but if you look at the SAVE Act, which is the bill before Congress now about requiring voter ID, which would basically be like your real ID that pretty much
Hmm.
everyone has already anyway, in order to vote. And the thing that astounded me was that the polling for that across almost every demographic is 70% and north, 65% and north.
They say you need to
Um,
have a voter ID.
Yep.
to have a voter ID. Any minority, men, women,
Dude,
Republicans,
I have
Democrat,
to
it's
show
like
my
across
ID
the
at Walmart
board.
to pick up my groceries.
But I'm just saying, across the board, it is so supported. And yet, if you look at the the party media, which is the majority of our media, this is still a big question. Like it's Jim Crow 2.0.
Mm.
This is controversial.
It's unfair to women.
racist, it's unfair to women. And it made me realize, even though I know how powerful the media is in our world, even outside our country, this is like example A. I mean, to have something that is polling at like 3 out of 4, and the party is able to exert its control with its press so much that it still has this topic as being in play. That's astounding to me.
You know,
There's still people debating it.
this is
There's
the
people
best
debating it.
example of like they're saying, you know, the Democratic Party is saying the reason they don't want voter ID is because it's racist and sexist or whatever the fuck.
Like everything.
It-
Right. Like
I don't know a
everything.
single person. I don't know not know a single person, homeless person, nothing that does not have an ID. I don't know a single
Yeah,
person. It might be expired, sure, but that's
it's
not.
it's not a real argument. It's
No, you
something
need it
they're
for
just
everything.
It's the
throwing.
best example of like the oppressed keeping you the oppressed
Yeah,
oppressor and the oppressed. They're keeping you oppressed. They're telling you you're the victim.
yeah,
You're not.
yeah. And it's
Well,
and
plus,
it's they don't even mean it.
well, they clearly don't, because these same people that they say would be disenfranchised, you need an ID to do everything.
Pick up your groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, fucking buy a pack of cigarettes,
Well,
go buy
Buy
yourself a
beer.
6-pack. Yeah, I mean, go and take out a library book,
yeah.
drive. I mean, there's
Go
fly
to
on
the
an
hospital.
airplane.
I mean,
Yeah, no, take a trip on an airplane. Even
Part
actually nowadays, even just like I know here, to get on a local bus, you have to do it through the app, and for the app, you have to, you're putting in all your information, like your ID, everything else. Like you don't need to show one, but you need to identify yourself to some degree because they want to know who's on it. You know
you
what I
gotta
mean? Like,
well,
you gotta provide your ID to look at porn on the internet. Like,
yeah, now, yeah, right, that's true.
I I mean the thing is too with like when we and not I'm not picking on Tor, I'm just using him as an example. When we had him on recently and he said, "Well, if the ID
It's
is
free.
free, then then I would be okay with
sure, make
requiring
it
it."
free.
And that's what a lot of people in most states, I think it's like 38 states that you can get an ID for free. Not a driver's license, but an ID with a photo on it. But the thing is, it's like to me, and I mean, not to go too far down the road, but if you look at someone's reason for being against something or for having a problem with something, and the reason is you can tell it's just bullshit, like they haven't even thought through it, like because it's racist, it's Jim Crow 2.0. Like there's no, it's the same, it's the same game plan they've been running for years. Like there's no intellectual honesty behind it. That's how I know that my gut feeling that the only reason they don't want it is because they want to be able to
Cheat.
push the
Yeah.
numbers and cheat, but they're giving that life. Now, if they came out and said, "Oh no, here's the reason, 1, 2, 3," and like even if I disagreed with it, I was like, "Well, I could make an argument that they're correct. Whatever, I could still disagree with it." But they go right to the easy, dumb thing that they always say. So I'm like, there really isn't a reason because they're just doing the same crap they always do. Plus, anyone that I ever talk to is like Tor. I mean, the only people that I know that have a problem with it are people that are like, it's a poll tax, which is like, whatever, man.
Well,
But
then
even
that's a
if you
driving
believe
tax, and
that,
it.
if it's free, then you're probably up to like 99% of the public is in agreement that we should require ID. There's no reason not to. I mean, President Carter, what was that study? Did you guys hear about that? It was like in 2000. I think it was in 2000. It was like it was him or no, 2002. It was like him and Bill Clinton they sponsored some like study or whatever and about like cheating, vote cheating or whatever. And they're like the number one thing that you can do to prevent fraud in voting is get rid of mail-in ballots
Yeah.
and require voter ID. This was two former Democrat presidents said this.
And any other thing in the government
It's common
that's
sense.
you can't even walk in almost you can't even pay your speeding ticket without showing your driver's license. Like
Yeah.
anything that's a government type of deal, you gotta have an ID. Like you gotta show you.
You
So why
can't
would voting not be? Why would
you
that be any
you
different?
can't deposit a certain amount of money or
I
more
can't pay my
in your
garbage bill
in
at
your
City
own
Hall
bank
with
account without presenting an
I
ID.
know.
You
You
Like
can't
need an
just
ID to
everyone's
do.
deposit
like
money.
You need an ID to do everything. And this is the same federal government that now recently has turned driver's license into Fed IDs, and they're all sort of trying to work that in over the
Yeah,
course of time, where
yeah.
even where it's like the same document is digital and it's a passport and you need it to drive. Like all the hoops that we have to jump through now. But voting no, like it doesn't make any sense. Like the only reason is to cheat, and
Hmm.
that's it. There's no other justification for it. Don't tell me, oh, people don't have the money for an ID.
It's complete. It's
It's
just
it's
not true.
it's just not true.
It's
It's
like you got to
garbage.
do better than that. They got to do
Yeah,
better
it's
than that.
garbage. It's
or
it's
show me like that's an assumption. Again, it's the
Right.
oppressor
Not borne out by
keeping the
facts.
oppressed
Yeah.
the victim. Like
I
you guys, that's no, people have money
No,
to get
they want
I
mail-in
would
like
ballots to cheat, and they want no voter ID so that people who can't vote vote. And it's as simple as that. I mean, it's obvious. There's some states where you're not even allowed to like break it out. Like they were like, no, 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 we don't want to see it. We
yeah.
don't want to see
Yeah.
your ID. Get that
Yeah.
out of there. It's
I mean,
yeah, I
crazy.
don't
but the
yeah, that's
fact
so weird to me.
at this speech, the fact that when he had that line, if you stand up if you believe that as an elected official or a government official, it's your responsibility to do what's best for the American citizens and not illegal aliens, and that we had all those people sit down. I'm just like, if there is nothing more that can show people, I mean,
He said
even
you're
if you
crazy. He said, didn't he
he
say you
said,
people are
yeah, he
crazy?
said you
Yeah.
people are crazy. And even all these people that are clutching their pearls, like, I can't believe he called them crazy. I'm like, you call people that you disagree with Nazis. Like, okay, let's back that off for a second. But all these people that, even if they agree with the people that are sitting down, they have to admit that they need some better logic or some better arguments, because what they're putting forth right now, I mean, and I'm giving them every benefit of the doubt,
Mm.
is retarded. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
and
don't.
the emperor has no clothes. Like, it's for
Yeah,
everyone to see.
no, I think I said this before. They don't have a platform to run on, so everything is just contradictory to what the Republicans are saying they want to do, and to drum up reasons for it. It's racist, it's sexist, it's xenophobic, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. It's just that's all it is. It's just throw everything against the wall and make something stick. And
Well,
but
remember
my favorite thing with Trump was when I think he was getting into well, a couple of things that I remembered. One was I liked when he was talking about the insider trading in Congress,
mhm.
and Democrats, some of them got up for that too, and he acknowledged it. He's like, "Oh, I like to see some of you guys. You surprised
Yeah.
me." And
Yeah.
he said, "I wonder if Nancy Pelosi would stand up if she was here." It was fantastic. I loved it.
She looked sad, man. She looked
Oh, it
pretty
was so
sad.
good. But then the other thing I liked, he was talking about cracking down on fraud and the whole Minnesota Somali fraud scandal.
Yeah.
And Ilhan Omar and Talib started like berating him, like they were screaming from their seats. And he pivoted that into like an immigration issue, and he said, "You people are trying to stop me from deporting murderers and rapists and drug dealers." And he said, and he goes, "And you should be ashamed of yourself."
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
loved that. That was
Yeah.
like boom. I mean, it was such a good moment.
And that's what the thing that a lot of these talking heads and the chattering class and people I know don't understand about this president and the people that support what he's doing is that is such a breath of fresh air. And I'm not talking about like, man, I think it's great, like trying to own the libs. And I'm not one of those people.
Right.
But to have someone just speak plainly, right? On that stage with that platform and just be able to just cut to the quick and not
Yeah.
have to hear this like Mitt Romney, Gavin Goose,
Oh, just
Barack
boring.
Obama, like this like political whatever. I mean, say what you want about Trump. You have no idea what's going to come out of that guy's mouth. And he is freaking hilarious. The guy's got amazing comic timing.
Yeah.
I think he's a hoot. I think
I
he's
He's
a
love
one
real
of a
I
hoot.
he's one of a kind, man, no doubt.
when
Yeah.
he was talking about like the whatever names of things like Trump, the Trump list or the Trump RX, he would be like, I didn't
I
come up
didn't
with that
even
name.
name it.
I didn't name it. I didn't even name it. I didn't name that one either. It was funny.
I mean, I just, I watched it on C-SPAN because I just didn't want any commentary at all. But when it was over, because I have to, because I'm a masochist, I went to like
CNN.
MSNBC and
Oh, you
CNN.
really went in.
Yeah, and then I checked the websites too and the feeds and stuff like that. And you know what MSNBC's number one story, like the headline this was like as the speech ended, their takeaway was um I can't remember I'm sorry, I can't remember what the headline was, but it was Al Green holding the
I was going to
sign
bring it up. I
about
was going to
black people aren't monkeys or whatever it was that
Aren't
he said,
apes.
aren't apes.
Yes.
And that was the thing. It was like Democrats stand firm against Trump. That's like what the hell. So I'm like, someone watched an almost 2 hour speech that had some of the best zingers and and made for TV moments in it with people getting awards and crying widows and all this stuff. And they put something that happened in the first 3 minutes that no one even gives a shit about as like the main thing because it's like
Yeah.
resist, fight the power. And Al Green's just such a clown anyway.
No, he's Representative Al Love and Happiness Green.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Wait, what
That's
did
what
he? I'm
that's
confused. What are you talking about?
He held
who
up a
me?
sign, Al Green,
You
at the
didn't see this,
beginning.
Desiree?
No.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. When Trump was walking in, you know how he does everybody tries to shake his hand and he's making his way through the
Yeah, yeah.
crowd like a
Hmm.
professional wrestler. Like it's
it
all the
is
pomp and
exactly.
And
it's
then
Yes.
just stands
amazing.
there.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. But anyway, so Representative Al Love and Happiness Green got really close to him as if he was going to like shake his hand. And then he pulled out this folded open sign that he hand wrote himself with black magic marker that said, "Black people aren't apes." And Trump just kind of looked at him and just said, "Okay, whatever," and then
I gotta
just
watch
kept
this.
kept
Yeah.
walking. And then apparently Green was escorted out during the speech too, and that's happened before with him.
Right at the
Hmm.
beginning. I mean, it was like in the first 3 minutes he was
Yeah,
escorted
he
out.
got escorted out. Yeah, because God knows
So,
what he was saying.
and I feel bad for even bringing it up. My point is
Oh, it was
that
great.
was what MSNBC, after anyone that watches that entire speech, if I don't care where you fall on the political spectrum, watch that speech. Tell me that that's the number one thing that happened. I mean, it's just they're so the mask is off. Like the emperor has no clothes. Like you don't even have to make a commentary anymore. It's just happening out in broad daylight. It's astounding. It really
Yeah.
is. It's
And
astounding.
these are the same people that were running cover for Biden for 4 years
Ex
and
yes.
just slurping on every State of the Union, every speech that guy, anytime he addressed anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, it was it's disgusting. It's
It
disgusting. And the only solace you can take though, Mike, is like the ratings for MSNBC. You already flashed them in our previous episode. They're not doing well.
yeah. I mean, it's not like they're bringing in a million people.
No.
It's just I don't it really to me the whole thing with the polling being so overwhelming for the Save Act and the media still just carrying that water. And then just seeing the reaction to the speech, it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like I've reached the end of the internet or the end of the argument. Like, I'm like, just watch what they do, man. Like, if you can't figure it out, there's nothing I'm going to say at a certain point that's going to convince anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you can't
And
see it with your own eyeballs, then God love you. See you
and
later,
yeah,
you know?
and the people that can't see it, or the people that are just on board with, like, again, not to go back to our friend Tor, but when he was saying like, oh, Reuters, they're not leftist,
I know.
AP, they're not leftist, and it's like if you really don't see it at all, like you
I
don't
can't
see
say
that you're
anything.
constantly being preached to and you're being told what you want to hear. Trump sucks. Trump did this wrong. This ruling went against Trump.
Look how dumb
Trump's
he
kid
looks.
did this. Like, I mean, how do you absorb your news from those sources and not think to yourself, wow, I'm really only getting one side here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, it's because you already don't like him. It's
Yeah.
because you're already a Democrat, and anything the Republicans do is evil, and they're the rich man's party. and
and
Trump sucks. And so I'm just going to go with it,
and repetition. And we got into this during that, what was that episode? Two, was it the last episode? Anyway, where it's 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 not that people, I really firmly believe this. I don't think people are dumb, because I know a lot of smart
No,
people that believe completely insane things, and they'll probably say the same thing about me. However, it is a sign that repetition works, right? I mean, we're not talking about some like even thing. We're talking about a culture that has been captured by one ideology, and they own television and film and music and TV and
college.
most news and colleges and much of the judicial system and all of that, education, all of that. So, and it's not paranoia to say that. It's like it's evident. Again, I don't, you can just look, right? I mean, it's like 99% of professors at Harvard support Democrats, vote for Democrats. I think it was like 100%. I don't even think it was 99. So at a certain point, I feel bad for people in a certain way, because we're just meat puppets, man. No one can, I mean, it's rare the person that can withstand that, right? And see outside of it, because if all you're hearing all day is all this stuff, he's a Nazi, this is that, he's racist, which coincidentally started as soon as he became a Republican, because before
Yeah.
that he was an adored person. Then again, I don't know what to say. I just, it astounds me that people don't see it. Like, I almost don't believe that they don't see it. Like, I almost feel like, are people putting me on, you know? But I don't think they are.
No,
Well,
they're
no, it's
not.
just Orange Man bad. So
It's
Orange
just
Man
Orange
bad.
Man bad.
That's
Like it
it.
doesn't matter. Like and some of the stuff that was saying, like in that, either they're gonna do or they just announced as new or something. Those were good things that you would think that both sides of
Yeah,
the political spectrum would be good with.
yeah,
Like what were some of these things? The private sector employees will have access to federal retirement plans. I mean,
yeah.
that's a good thing
The
because,
Trump
Yeah.
accounts are bananas. I wish I could get a piece of that action, but apparently
so
not.
was that what he's talking about, the Trump accounts? Because I thought
Yeah.
it kind of seemed like it was talking about college.
No, it's a 401k basically. It's not a 401k, but it's a investment account that will be seeded with $1,000 for every child, every American child born starting, I think, in 2025.
Oh,
Um, and you can add to it for a certain number of years, I think till they're 18, and the government will match up to $1,000 per year. But you're talking about kids starting at age 0 that at the end of the first year could conceivably have 3 grand in a compounding account.
hmm.
I mean,
That's just
3,000
gonna blow up.
compounded over 50 years.
Hmm.
And so the thing that's so genius about it is it allows people to add more to it if they want. Also, you're talking about all this investment now. You're talking about all this capital getting turned back into our economy at the same
Hmm.
time. I mean, he's doing everything he can to pour gasoline on this economy, and you have these people that ignored AutoPen for 4 years and the
Yeah.
inflation and everything else, looking down their noses, trying
Yeah.
to be like, the eggs aren't down in price enough yet, because it's like some point. I don't even know what they're. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but think about how many American jobs there is out there that don't even have retirement
Well, that's
benefits
what I'm saying.
as a benefit.
Yeah, this is what
Hmm.
I'm saying. Every kid. I mean, this is so egalitarian. People that talk about stuff for the community. This will be every American child that's born.
Or, you have a job and then you have another job and then you have another job and then you have another job and then you have like it's just like it
Oh,
doesn't ever they
I don't have the thing in front of me, but take $3,000 and never put any more in and see what that compounds to after 50 years. It's probably more than $1 million.
yeah, basically free money.
Yeah.
There
What
you go.
wasn't Des? You got the list there. Wasn't there also something that maybe both sides could get behind as far as healthcare costs as well?
Yeah, so well, here's some more stuff. The ban from corporations from purchasing single family homes, which I didn't
Mm,
realize that they were doing this, but I guess that they
hmm.
are. But that's a
Oh,
one
they've
Well,
one of the
been
they've been
State
doing that.
Street, BlackRock, Vanguard. That's why houses are so unaffordable right now because these big money companies just go in, they buy them, they knock them down, they put up apartment buildings. It's happening all over Jersey, I'll tell you that.
Or they just park their money in it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not
for
happening
certain
here,
properties.
so maybe that's why I didn't realize. But yeah,
No, it's a big deal.
there's no people buying up houses for Airbnbs. It's not happening. But anyway, I've heard that it is happening.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. I mean, like, don't you want to buy a house? And
Yeah,
then
it's supply and demand.
the data center energy deal. So basically, this is like,
I
yeah,
love
you can
that.
build your
Oh,
data centers.
this
You
is
can
a
build
good
your
one.
data centers, but the taxpayers aren't paying your electric bill.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
Or
You got to
for
pay
the
your own.
infrastructure. And that what the companies were saying were like, oh, that's right. I have no problem paying my electric bill, but they're not kicking any money to the $7 billion power plant that we got to build to get
Mm-hmm.
them their, 60 cent per kilowatt hour
Right.
Yeah.
electricity.
He's
I
telling
mean,
them build your own.
build your own plant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
manage it yourself.
You're not gonna take away electricity from the people for
Yeah,
your
you put the
electricity.
capital into it.
Yeah.
You put the
Yeah.
investment into it, which is
Yeah.
totally fair.
Yeah. So I mean that just makes sense.
Yeah,
Um, and then there's like the Trump RX, which I
Yeah.
still don't really get this. But
I
this
don't
is
either.
basically like talking about prescription drugs and lowering the cost of prescription drugs, and we're gonna have the best. We're gonna have the, right now we spend the most in the world on prescription drugs. Well, now we're gonna spend the least. Well, I kind of looked at it, and it's kind of weird to like. It doesn't really say what it is, but it's basically like what Good RX is. Ever heard of
No.
that? Good RX. It's
Is it like a
basically
co-op or something or
it's like it's like a I don't know. It's like a pharmacy benefit card that you can get. Like if you don't have insurance, this will give you like a discounted price on
oh, okay.
medications.
So it's like a
Kind
buying
of,
group. It's like a
kind
buying
of,
group. Yeah,
kind of, but it's free.
gotcha.
But that kind of seems like what this is. I still don't really understand about it, but
I don't know if the Trump thing is I don't think it's its own program. I think it's just they are an umbrella that are basically regulating prices
the
to
prices of
some
drugs,
degree,
yeah. Well,
which
yeah.
I have some mixed feelings about, but I don't know the details about this because for everyone it's like, oh man, it's so expensive. I'm like, you know how many drugs, and I'm not trying to cry for Pfizer. I'm thinking of Mikey P right now. He's like right here on my shoulder, Pfizer. But I'm just saying these companies have to invest a crap ton of money in 100
Billions.
different things that don't bear fruit.
Right.
And so when
Research
they
and
get the thing
development.
that bears fruit, people are like, why are they charging so much for this pill? It's like, because it has to carry the cost for these other 100 things. Again, not trying to, I'm just saying, I want people to
I'm with you.
acknowledge
I
like
think
the
medication
reality.
should cost money,
Yeah. I mean,
but like
saves your life. Okay, that's worth something. I don't
Well,
know
isn't
about my mortgage payment, but
isn't the whole Trump RX thing? It cuts out a lot of the middle parties that it's a
per
consumer
maybe
direct to.
that's it.
yes,
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
what the
A
big
lot of it
thing
was like
is.
insulin pens and Wegovy that was on, like I said, that I just looked at. Well, I mean, this is literally this whole prescription drug thing just kind of really started affecting my personal life. I
Yeah,
take a medication that's $9,000 a month.
that is
Oof.
just bananas.
$9,000 a month. I don't pay $9,000 a month because I have insurance, thankfully.
But still,
But even with insurance, the copay on it is 1,100,
That's
jeez.
that's
which I
it.
still don't pay because the drug company subsidizes it, or it's actually I don't pay anything. But
But where's that money
luckily,
going? I mean, someone's paying it, and it's
someone's paying
going
it.
into someone's pocket. Isn't that crazy? It's like it's almost like the money doesn't even mean anything anymore. And why isn't it 100,000?
Figma. Like why is this medication $9,000? And that's actually one of the were the less expensive ones that they have out there for
Uh,
medication. There's a medication, it's really great, but it's $100,000 for two pills.
Oh
Two
my
pills.
God.
See,
But
that's insane.
that's all you have to do is two pills ever, and you're done. But
Oh,
like
but still. Can you
a
imagine like
hundred
choking on
thousand
that
dollars,
pill or like you sneeze and it goes up into your nose or something or you
or
spit
like
it
you
out
threw
by
up,
accident?
you
Yeah.
like threw it up, and you could see it floating in the vomit.
Hey,
Oh, I'd be
damn it,
pissed.
get
I
that
would
back.
take it. I would be like, give me that pill.
Reach
Get that shit
in.
back. But
Well,
yeah,
I'll
like
tell you,
that's a
but you
lot
know
of
where the
money.
money's coming from. So, I mean, I'm sure, this I just my insurance renews, I think April 1st every year. Literally today, got the thing saying that and we're staying with the same company, which is the first time that's happened to me in like 8 years, where I'm going to be with the same insurance company
Mm.
2 years in a row. But the premiums are going up like 30.2%, and the
Oof.
and the copays or the deductibles are also going up. The com
Did you get a thing about if your spouse is offered insurance through their, did you get this
Mm-mm.
email? I've
No,
heard like a lot of people are, it's not just mine.
I
Yeah,
have
now
not
they're
gotten
saying
it.
like if your spouse is eligible for insurance with their company and you choose to have them on your plan, then there's a surcharge.
Wow.
But, listen, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't even know where it works, so no is a
Yeah.
no.
But I'm just saying the company that I work for is covering half of that increase. So it's gonna be like 15.1 to us
Hmm.
or something like that, which is still a lot year over year. I mean, that's where the money's coming from. People are paying a lot more. And a lot of it is age. I guess I'm in a different age group now, whatever. But that's a huge chunk to go up. And it goes up every year. I mean, it's gone up
Hmm.
since before, since Obamacare, it has gone up every year of my life, like significantly,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, I don't even know. So it's me, my
Saving
husband, and
money.
my child all
Yeah.
on the insurance plan.
Yeah.
And it's just, honestly, I don't even know how much the premium is because I'm gonna have to pay it. So it, I
It's
don't
almost
need to
like
know.
don't
I
look.
don't
Yeah.
need to know. Like, just like gas. I have to put gas in my car. I don't even know how much that
Yeah.
shit is at the end because it's
It's
not
going
gonna,
down.
I have to do it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think this is so I was talking about the copay copay assistance program. That's what it's called.
Hmm.
So th how backwards is this? So I qualify for the copay assistance program from the pharmaceutical company to pay the what my copay would be because I have insurance. Now,
Hmm.
if I did not have insurance, I would not qualify for that, which seems backwards,
Yeah,
right?
it does. Yeah.
But it's got to be because the pharmaceutical company is getting the payment from the insurance,
Yeah,
so they can
they're
afford
the
to eat that
client.
cost.
They're the
Yeah, so
client.
it's like, so then why do we need to even charge 11 or $9,000 for it?
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. The insurance companies, I mean, the pharmaceutical companies do not get their money from us directly. I mean, they do, but not directly. They get it from us collectively, but they don't care. I mean, anyway, whatever. It's another great problem that we had that was solved by government. So now we need a new plan to solve it again.
I don't think I had to show my ID actually at all with the pharmaceutical company to get that medication. I'm just saying. That's the one thing I
Hmm.
didn't have to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they had my insurance information, so it's good enough, right?
It's good
Yeah, they
enough.
had all your
Good enough.
information.
They had something. What
Well,
else did Trump talk about? Anything else that
oh
Well,
man.
I mean, other than touting, like he obviously touted immigration, border, the things that
all the
he
things?
accomplished.
Yeah,
But as far as like things that we have to do next or things, I mean, he did mention Iran.
He did mention
briefly.
Iran. I'm going to
He
look back
did.
at my thread that I was texting you guys.
He
Mm.
kind of set it up. He talked about how they're working on these weapons and they have missiles that can hit other countries where we have bases, and pretty soon they can be able to hit Europe. It was kind of made me a little nervous because I'm like, okay, here we go. He's making the case for what's going to come.
Right.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
I'm shocked it hasn't happened already. I thought it was going to happen before the State of the Union, personally, but I don't think they're on any fixed timeline. I think it's just
I guess not.
monitoring
I
of
thought it was funny
circum
how he was talking about some
depends.
like the tariffs and how they've made us a lot of money. And then there was like a payment to each military service person, like a bonus
1776.
basically.
Yeah.
And it was like 17 or $1,775 was like the amount that they proposed. And he was like, let's just add $1 to that. Let's just make it
Yeah.
1776. That was funny.
Yeah.
That might not even be true, but it's a good
It
story.
is. No, they announced that a few months ago or a month or two ago. Not a few. One of the lines, and this is just from the text thread from last night that just made me laugh. Um, when he said that Somali pirates robbed Minnesota, I thought that was funny. I'm
That
sorry for
was fucking
everyone,
Oh,
funny.
he was
but that
talking
was
about people
hilarious.
are afraid to go fishing now.
Well, it just, it obviously brings up the pirates off the coast of Somalia and Captain Phillips
Captain
and all of
Phillips.
that.
I'm the
But
captain
just
now.
the fact that he said that, I was just like, oh my God, he is just he is in his last term and he just doesn't give an F. He just doesn't
No.
care. And I'm glad. I'm
Yeah,
glad he
I'm
doesn't
glad
because
too.
I'm so tired of the tiptoeing with these people because they don't, it doesn't get you anywhere. They
And
still call you Hitler, even if you
it's
He,
tiptoe.
it's funny that he just like name him stuff Trump Ballroom, Gulf of America, just naming shit, Trump this, Trump that,
Yeah,
America this. And it's most of the stuff's gonna be named but changed back anyway. But it's just
I don't
funny
know.
because he just
he's enjoying himself.
yeah, were you guys the ones talking about the like there's like in the Oval Office there's like pictures of all the presidents and then he put like
He,
plaques under them.
yeah, and he was like auto pen, or was
Yeah,
did he
talking
say
shit like
President auto? He has a picture of the auto pen under President Biden. Like
That's
I thought it
awesome.
was a joke. I thought it was like from the Babylon Bee or something. He really, it's like him 45, him 47, and in between for 46 is a picture of an auto pen, and it says Joe Biden, 2020,
worst president of the
2024.
United
It
States.
just has the
It's just like
dates.
shit talking. And
Yeah,
it's like people are like can they do this so disrespectful? I can't even do that. Dude, it'll get taken down. The
it'll get taken
next
down.
president, they'll just take it down. It's funny to me because
Yeah, he's the president of the United States.
it's
Like
funny.
whatever.
Yeah, he can
As if,
decorate any way he wants. He's
Yeah,
living
it's
yeah,
there right now.
decor. It's
and
decor.
yeah, and I mean, the whole thing too, like when people are like, I can't believe he called Democrats crazy. It's like, one, they are. Two, most, you know, people agree with that, in my opinion, or at least whatever. I agree with it. And two or three, it's like, I don't know. I just thought it was, I lost my train of thought, but I thought he was right on message. I thought it was strong. I thought he started strong.
He
He
finished
definitely does the weave thing.
he finished
Um,
strong too. Like that's what I like about his speeches. And for
yeah,
just I'm a sucker for patriotic rhetoric.
yeah,
I just am. Like
yeah.
I love the country and I want to hear a president who sounds like he loves the country.
That's a great point,
You
Carl.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it really does sound like he does, and it sounds like he wants us on a path forward that makes the country better. And maybe I'm
yeah,
a sucker for believing that, but I see what he's done, and I'm like, I think the guy means it. I think he
yeah,
got into this race the first time because he saw the direction the country was going in and how unhappy the people were about a lot of it. And
yeah,
he said the right things to get elected. And then he started to do what he said he was going to do to make things better for us. You know what I mean? As Americans.
yeah.
And so when he talks about, and we are about to hit the 250th birthday, which is I remember being young when we had the bicentennial, like right in
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
1976, and it was a big deal. And
it's
I
a
remember
huge deal.
We went to Disney World when I was a kid. I was like 5, and it was fireworks and all this pomp and circumstance, and it was really cool. And I remember thinking to myself, "Well, I'm going to be alive when the country hits 250."
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And here it is. And this guy talks like somebody who loves the country. And
Yeah,
as opposed to Biden yelling about, how half anybody who voted for Trump is a Nazi.
yeah.
And you know what I
And
mean?
just down talking the country
Yeah.
all the time. It's just
I'll give
like
you $5 if you can tell me
whatever.
what the 250th birth like, there's the bicentennial. What's this one gonna be called?
I know it's
Oh, I don't
something
know.
crazy like Quicentennial or something weird like that. Sex
Semi-quincentennial.
semi-quincentennial. Semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial.
Yeah, that'll be
Semi-quincentennial.
the
It's gonna
word
be
of
the
the year.
semi-quincentennial.
I got to start
Huh.
practicing that.
Yeah, I
Isn't it
know. It's
like
a
a
mouthful.
quarter millennial or, there's got to be
Something.
another,
Yeah,
a
But I
nicer
don't
way
get
to
the
say
semi
it.
because quins.
the
Okay.
250th.
And that blows my mind too, man. Like it still amazes me that this country has only been around
I know.
for
I know.
250 years,
I
and
know.
now really when you think about it globally, like I mean we really are the big boy. I mean like we're the number one. I mean I know you have Russia still and they've been around for longer, and you have China obviously and they haven't been around for as long, it's in their current incarnation. But I mean, I don't know. It blows my mind when you think about countries like England and France and Germany. I mean, like the history books go so far back. Italy, and
Hmm.
then there's just little America. We're still like a toddler. We've only been kicking around for 250, and look at everything that this country's accomplished. I mean,
And such from in such a short time.
yeah. And
Um,
this whole country was like wilderness.
yeah,
you
almost
know,
no exploited natural resources at the
no.
time.
And it was like you have the 13 colonies all on the East Coast, and then just this vast nothing. Yeah, I mean, just woods and mountains and deserts, and it just amazes me. It blows my
Well,
mind that it's
well,
only been 250.
and I mean, Hakral, I mean, that's such a great point. And I mean, since you like patriotic talk and stuff like that, I mean, I gotta say, when people, because what you're saying is all true. I mean, it is astounding that we're only 250 years old. I mean, you look, we have the largest navy the world has ever known. We're the most powerful single government the world has ever known
Yeah.
that we know of. And you look at like the fact that everyone wants to come here, and people poo-poo American exceptionalism, and they always mistake that it means, oh, we think we're better than everyone else, which is not the case. It's not us that's better than everyone else. It's our culture and our form of government that's better than everyone else's
I
form.
don't know.
Be-
Spanish, like them siestas, we need to adopt that in this culture. That'd
But
be great.
what I'm saying is we do everything we can to encourage human creativity, and we appeal to what's the best in people. And what you get is a lot of human capital doing a lot of things that result in our country being very wealthy and having a lot of resources and having low prices and having abundance of things and being
Mhm.
able to be energy independent. And back when we had our own manufacturing, which, we've missed that. I mean, that was a hard lesson to learn, losing your manufacturing base. But I guess my point is, it's like our way of doing things in general is better. We are the unusual country in the world, right? We're the newest. We're the one we're charting a new path. And so for all these people to be like, oh no, Michael, you need to have the third world, you need to have more and more people that are from countries that over hundreds of years never figured any of this out. And it's not because they're dumb, and it's not because they can't. It's because the system that they're living under is destroying humanity. It's destroying human creativity. And we have a country that doesn't do that, and we reap the rewards of it. That's my opinion.
No, I agree with that, and it bothers me, and it's sad that we have people in this government and in these institutions that you talked about that are all controlled by the same worldview that that actually seem to actively hate this culture and this country because they're trying to change it from the inside out.
Yeah.
That's why the borders have been opened. That's why they want no voter ID. They want more power, and they don't want this culture. They don't want this country. They want it to look completely different. And if they could do that within 20, 30, 50 years, then they're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happening. It was happening. And like you got this guy coming in here trying to stop it. And I really hope, I know there's only one Trump and he's only got a few years left, right? But I God,
Uncle Vance is in there.
well, I
Maybe
hope
he'll.
so. I mean, I hope people that have his same ferocity and his same desire to make America even better than it already is, as opposed to, oh, let's destroy it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there, I mean, I hope Vance, is enough like Trump to keep it rolling,
Which,
or to at least win.
Yeah. At least
how,
win. Yeah.
I still don't get it. How are they out there still talking about how Trump is racist? And, dude,
Because, yeah.
Melania is not from here.
Yeah, she's
Usha Vance, not from here.
yeah, because it doesn't matter.
I think actually Usha is born here, but
They're not making any logical arguments. They're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. It's just propaganda. It's just rhetoric. They're just trying to sway. They're just trying to fool as many people as they can, and they're very good at it.
Yeah, they are.
Because as human beings, we are almost defenseless against incessant repetition of the same thing. It's very difficult to resist that.
I will say though, when Trump was talking about how Melania had like her things that she was doing, and it was something about like a like adoption or foster care, something like that, some initiative. Everyone stood up for that. So, do you think maybe the reason that they did that is because she is an immigrant, technically, and
I don't
so
know.
they had to show support? Like,
Here's the thing that kills me, and then I got to get going soon, but
mhm.
Oh yeah, hey, look at us. We had
Yeah.
a pretty long
we had a
episode
long
going here.
episode. Part of
All right.
if you want to look at, to me, yeah, the speech is its own thing, and then all the rhetoric that comes after it. It's like no matter what he said, it was going to be the most awful speech ever in the history of the world, and he's lying, and whatever. Like, so it doesn't even matter what he says. Like, you can just look at their reaction, and like Jack or Hot Carl said earlier, it's like Trump's for what Trump's for, and the Democrats are for anything that Trump is against. Or, I'm saying that wrong. They're just on the opposite side of him no matter what. I mean, literally, if you know anyone that's like, man, I really like the Democrat, I'm going to vote. I can't wait to vote Democrat. I just want to ask them, like, what is it that the Democrat Party stands for right now? Like, pick like three random issues and tell me where they fall on that. And it's just it's all anti-American. It's all anti our culture. It's all anti-US citizen. They part of what the Democrat Party has really wanted to do is devalue what it means to be a US citizen. So what do? You open up all the borders, and anyone that comes in here, we're not talking about citizens, we're talking about persons. Congressional districts aren't made up of citizens, they're made up of like the number of people that are in that district. I mean, it's all they don't give a shit. There is no benefit to being a citizen. They're not interested in that. They're not doing that. They're not serving the people. They're just out there for power. Anyway, I kind of went off I'm tired.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right. I don't disagree. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, what do you think? Have we been on for a while?
I think we've been on a while.
All
How
right.
it
Well,
Hey,
about you,
that's
guys.
a
Desiree?
how can you do that?
I don't know. How about you, Desiree? Do you think we're good?
Yeah, we're great.
All
Okay.
right. Well, look,
Thank you.
everybody, we'll see you next week, and we'll have Zeus back, I think.
I think so.
All
Take care,
right, cool.
everybody.
Take care, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Am I recording?
Yes.
What are we doing? All right.
So this is episode 251.
Yeah, did you check it?
I did check it. We have posted 250. That was the last one.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mhm.
Two,
That's 3.
1, 3.